Okay, I figured while my wax is starting to heat up and melt over there, I'm gonna go ahead and get my swarm trap up. I was gonna do it tomorrow, but might as well do it now. Um, it's a little overcast today, but the temperature is in the mid 60s Fahrenheit. I'll figure out Celsius and put it on screen. But yeah, so if you see my swarm trap, I already, this is the trap that I built. And it's again a double box because I'm using my extra large frames, my XL frames. Philip down in Texas, he calls them RTX honeybees. He calls his Texas Deep. And you all know Vino Farms, Jim, he uses the frames. And I really hope he gets those frames that he's wanting to design. I hope he gets those off the drawing floor and gets them produced, because I will be a customer. Anyway, and Bug Farmer. Every Friday, you know, he keeps it light, keeps it fun, but he uses the Bee Barn concept and the extra, the deep frames too. I don't know what they call their frames, but I call them XL. And I know Philip down in Texas, he calls them Texas Deep. Anyway, so you saw me before. I put a little extra wax inside this box. I have my lemongrass oil. I have a Ziploc bag here, and I also have like a blue shop towel. It's new. I just balled it up, stuck it in my pocket. The only thing you missed is that my hanging board used to be on this side where these two blocks are. I glued these two blocks here because the tree I had them in previously, my entrance needed to face one way. So now the only thing you missed is that I changed my hanging board here so that the opening, when I put it on the tree, I'm gonna use this here, this will face south. So the wheel here, there's an indication of what EcoWood does, right? Where it was blocked off from the sun, it's still light, but where the sun was hitting it, it got dark. You can see the, that's funny, the patterns. It's kind of neat. Anyway, I also stuck a nail in the center of this hole to keep any birds or keep any squirrels from getting in there. So someone else suggested maybe 1/8 inch hardware cloth, not 1/8 inch, not number 8, but like a 1/4 inch or bigger, so the bees can easily pass through, but no other critters can. But I'm gonna see what this single nail in the middle does, and you know, we'll go from there. Anyway, so I have a couple of frames that I'm gonna use. My XLs. I got some old ratty of my XL frames, and these will be just in here somewhere, you know. And then I'm gonna also use, I've got some old beat up comb. That was my better comb, not better comb, but this is natural comb actually. So stick it in here. And then I got one of my, it's Acorn Heavy Wax Black Frame. And I'm gonna stick that in here as well. Now, that's how my box is gonna be loaded. So I got 2 empties, a black frame, something they need to work on, and the extra beat up, like already been used comb here. That I had this comb in my freezer, so over the winter. So I will load the box up, but what I'm gonna do is take it's brand new, it's clean. Like I said, it was just in my pocket. I'm gonna stick it in my bag. Now, some people, when they put their lemongrass oil or whatever they're using, their swarm commander, swarm rustler, everything like that, whatever they use, they put it on their little towel and zip their bag halfway. I'm gonna do that as well, but I'm also gonna take one of these screws and poke a few holes on both sides, and I'm gonna lay this at the bottom toward the back of this swarm box. I'm gonna put a couple of drops of lemon oil inside, and I'm gonna put it around the entrance, a little bit on the outside and a little bit on the inside. Matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll use my towel. Let's take some of these out. I have no clue how much of this stuff I need to use, right? Like I said, I'm not hopeful on catching a swarm, but if I do, I do. Now I just wiped it on the front of the hole, the entrance hole, and I'm wiping my rag on the back of the entrance hole, a little bit on the side. We'll slide these over. A little bit on this side, and a little bit, I'll wipe it on the back. I can smell it. I guess that's the point. I'm gonna put a little bit on the tops of these frames. Probably using way too much, but okay, so it's just me. Okay, so now I got it on my towel. Take my just put a couple of few holes in there. I'll zip it halfway and let it stay open. Lay that on the bottom. Nasty comb. Yeah. Now I know it's gonna move around a little bit, but that's okay. Now, I got a migratory lid. Maybe I put a couple of drops on the lid. But I got a migratory lid, but I also screw down on it. I screw it on so that it's just on. I was trying to let the liquid soak in a little, but anyway. Okay, little loud noise. Okay, nice and tight. getting a little bit more. And all right, now I'm gonna move you guys over to the tree and where I'm gonna hang it. Okay, I got you guys set up to the tree where I'm gonna hang it. I already got a hook up here that I'm gonna hang it on through this hole. And I know some of you who might be seeing this for the first time are gonna say, that's really close to your hives. But again, let me remind you, I'm a regular neighborhood beekeeper. I live in a plain, regular neighborhood. You can see my neighbors' houses all around. We don't have a backyard fence or anything like that. I'm complying with the restrictions that I'm given in my area. So I can only put them in so many locations on my property. So I gotta make do with what I got. You got, as they say in the racing world, you run what you brung. So this is what I got. This is what I'm running with. Again, I changed so that the opening, the entrance, will be facing behind me, which is south. Sunrise is over that way. Sunset will be that way later on in the summer. So that's facing south. Anyway, I'm gonna get this up there. I got a strap that I'm gonna just strap the base of the hive. I can use my blocks to strap it, and yeah, so I'm just gonna hang it up. I don't need a ladder to hang it or get it down, so go ahead and do that. And let's see what we're working with here with this strap. I know that was painful for some of you to watch, but I'm gonna take my ladder that I got to get in the boat. I'm gonna bring this strap up a little bit higher on both sides, just so that I'm not hitting the entrance wheel, and then I'll get back with you again. Bring you guys up and let you see it. So got the strap. And I got the opening here. It's on the tree. So let me take a step back. And again, I know my hives are right here. And again, those hives, I'm actually going to move them a little bit forward, a little bit further south, just to get them not in the center between these two trees, but closer to closer to that tree right there, like in line with it anyway. So the next cold snap, I'll start moving it. We're supposed to get down, tomorrow we're supposed to have record heat, 82 degrees, our record was 75. So we should bypass that, of all time, they said. So that is gonna be something. But then in a few days after that, we're gonna get back down to freezing. So that's when I'm gonna start moving it at night. I lift up one side of the hive here with these kind of like handles, hider stand. I just, I lift it up, walk it maybe 2 feet, avoiding these flowers that my daughter planted when we first moved here. She was 4, she's 35 this year. So these are almost 30 years old. They come back every year. Whatever. Anyway, and then I'll pick up this side, move it 2 feet further, then the next night, and then the next night. And my goal is to end up on the other side of these flowers, right here, somewhere in this area. So I want to put them actually right here because standing where I am, I can still look out my kitchen window and upstairs room windows and see the hives. So that's the only reason. That's not the only reason, but then I want this space empty and open right here. And of course, the boat will be moved back to the marina in due time. And my goal is to put a concrete pad there for maintenance purposes. Anyway, again, it's February 22nd. And let's take a quick look. The bees are flying, bringing in pollen. Both hives. Is that a drone? No. Could be though. I mean, I can't wait to get in these hives. But I'm not. I'm taking my time. I'm going to check their fondant in a minute and see where I'm at there. Anyway, that's it for now. Okay, back in the bee shed. The swarm trap is up and it's baited up. Got some frames in there. Everything's looking good that way. I know I'm not gonna be like Mr. Ed. I saw the other week, Mr. Ed put up a swarm trap, and before he can really get everything up, there were already two scouts scouting it out. I'm not hopeful at all. Like I said, I've lived in this area right here in this house for 30 years plus, and I've never seen a swarm of bees. I've seen, you know, the random bee or whatever before we got our hives. So if anything, I would be hoping to catch my own swarm if my bees swarm. I'm trying not to. I got some things I do to try to keep them from swarming, like false swarms or whatever you want to call it. It's a thing. Anyway, so I got that done. So it's a little early here, but we've been having such a mild winter that everyone else in the bee club locally was talking about getting their swarm traps up by the 1st of March. And for me, that's next week. So I went ahead and got my swarm trap up. I updated my board that I looked at the fondant and everything like that. I put also on the board that I put the swarm trap up and the date that I put it up. And I also wrote it on my calendar down here. So it's all good. So with that, I want to thank everybody for stopping by, spending a little time with me, and yeah, enjoying this ride of beekeeping. Like I said, I've been doing this for 3 years now. I just have not videoed a lot of things to put out there, but a few people said, you know, video it and put it out. And I am pleasantly surprised at the amount of people that have been looking at the videos and seeing what I'm doing and maybe it inspires them to do something a little different, because I'm a little extra, as I always say. And maybe it just inspires somebody to start keeping bees. So anyway, that's it for now. I'm going to call this one a wrap. I will definitely keep you guys informed on when and if I catch a swarm. It's right in my yard, so I see it every day. So I'll be able to notice pretty much right away if a swarm moves in, or even if I'm having some bees poking around, I'll be able to notice. So yeah, wish me luck, and I don't know. I may end up with 4 hives permanently here. We'll see. As of now, it's just the 2 main hives. We're getting ready for a resource nuke, and I'm still working on my daughter's long hive for her property in West Virginia. I say I'm working on it, but I haven't touched her box in like 2 weeks, maybe. Anyway, I'll get to it before too long. Anyway, thank y'all for sticking around. I know I'm rambling. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.